Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park West. It is Millions Preview Day here, and we have 11 races, 9 of those stakes. Let's check out the track and weather conditions. The main track is fast, turf course is firm. The first race, 1 mile and 1/16 on the turf. It's the Millions Turf Preview. Scratch the number 5, Swagger Jagger. The off-time favorite, and number 7, Galleon Mass.
And the race is on in the Millions Turf Preview. Driven Thunder going out to the early advantage. Freedom Matters down toward that one's inside. Second mate going to move up into the outside and take over that third position as Totono's fourth. Galleon Mast got over to about the 2 path from that outside draw. It's another length then back to Timmy M, who is the trailer. But Freedom Matters and Driven by Thunder. These two 1-2 by the wire the first time around. They're no hurry up front. They're a length and a half ahead of Totono and second mate, who race in tandem third and fourth. Galleon Mast the gray is a length behind that pair, and it's another length and a half back to Timmy M, who trails. 6 furlongs left to go in their journey, and up on the front end, Freedom Matters and Christian Torres to make the pace. Driven by Thunder, now Totono creeps through down toward the inside to join that one in the second position. Timmy M starts an early move, was last just a few seconds ago, now is up to fourth as Galleon Mass still with 1 beat, and second mate now relegated to that back position, but now only 3.5 lengths cover the group with 4.5 furlongs remaining, and it is Freedom Matters still the leader. Freedom Matters with a target on his back, down on the inside Totono trying to come through and make an early bid now as they go to that far turn. Driven by Thunder stays in the third spot. Up on the far outside, Timmy M. Galleon Mass shuffled just a little bit, is now back in fifth, and second mate is still the trailer as Freedom Matters goes to the far turn, a length and a half in front. Driven by Thunder now getting closer under a good hold from that second position. Totono down toward the inside. Timmy M is 3 deep, just in behind horses. Second mate starts to launch a rally. Galleon Mass going to have to wait for room as Freedom Matters arrives at the top of the stretch with a 2-length lead. Driven by Thunder still in behind him. On the outside, Timmy M trying to get going. Second mate is winding up. Galleon Mass going to have to move between horses as they come to the furlong pole. Freedom Matters still on that lead. Galleon Mass now has a split and is coming after that leader and coming fast. It's Freedom Matters at the 16th pole. Here's Galleon Mass erupting from out of the pack. Down the outside is second mate. Galleon Mass, Freedom Matters, these two. They come to the wire. Galleon Mass, I think, got the nose down. Freedom Matters was right there. Second mate, third. Long way back to a photo for fourth.
Number 7, Galleon Mass wins it. What a nice ride by jockey Paco Lopez, owned by Andy Scott, trained by David Fawkes. That horse paid $5.80 to win. The second race is 7 furlongs on the main track. It's the Millions Distaff, $75,000 guaranteed. 6 runners will go to the post. The off-time favorite, number 1, Wildwood's Beauty.
And the race is on in the Millions Distaff. Good start for Aerosol toward the outside. Wildwood's Beauty down toward the rail. Liza Star, those 3 lining up through the opening furlong. Stormy Embrace going to set up shop in the 4th position. Length more then back to Susie stepping out in motions first. Those 2 are at the back, but the 6 of them only covered by 3.5 with 5.5 furlongs left to go. Up on the front end, Aerosol outside of Liza Star. Those 2 trading punches up the back stretches. Wildwood's Beauty and Stormy Embrace. Those 2 now in tandem third and fourth as there's 3 pairs down the back stretch. Motions first and Susie stepping out. Those 2 still at the back. They go toward the half-mile pole. Liza Star just ahead in front now of Aerosol. Wildwood's Beauty looking for room down along the inside from third. Stormy Embrace stays in that 4th position. It's a length and a half more then back to motions first. Susie stepping out, continues to trail, still no more than 4 lengths front to back. As they go past the 3/8 pole, Liza Star there, but only by a head. Up on the outside, Aerosol, Wildwood's Beauty, Stormy Embrace. Those 2 have been third and fourth. They've been stalking this pair up front, and these top 4 start to sneak away as they come to the quarter pole. Aerosol, Liza Star, Wildwood's Beauty now moves up into a clear-cut third. A Stormy Embrace going to have to do better, is now 4th. Into the stretch now. Aerosol on the outside of Liza Star. These 2 been going at it every step of the way. Aerosol forges to a narrow advantage, but here's Wildwood's Beauty up on the outside now. 3 of them across the track. Final 16th to go. Wildwood's Beauty coming up on the outside of Aerosol, and Wildwood's Beauty going to the front. Sammy Camacho and Wildwood's Beauty to win the Millions Distaff. Aerosol an honest second. Third went to Liza Star, and 4th, Stormy Embrace.
Number 1, Wildwood's Beauty closes to win and pays $4 even. Owned by William Steerage, trained by Scott Becker, and ridden to victory today by Sammy Camacho. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll have race number 3. Welcome back. Our third race of the afternoon, 1 mile on the turf. It's the $75,000 guaranteed juvenile turf. One scratch in the race of number 6, Where You Going, Owen, the off-time favorite. Number 7, Captain D.
And the race is on the juvenile turf. Captain D broke beautifully. Goes right out to the front. Plato down toward the inside. Genghis is right there. Yes for Less in the pink color is going to settle back in 4th in the early going. It's Mr. Who moves up right outside of that one. And at the back early on is Rebeldi. And 3 of them lining up here. The 2 Arundel runners, Plato and Genghis, those 2 go on with it best. Captain D going to sit just to their outside in the 3rd spot as Mr. Who moves out toward the 4th position and is cast out about 4 wide into that first turn. Length and a half more than cutting the corner there was Yes for Less. And at the back is still Rebeldi. And the 6 of them just covered by 6 lengths. 5.5 furlongs left to go in the juvenile turf, and onto the backstretch. Plato leads them by a length and a half. Stablemate Genghis right there into the 2nd position. Right to that one's outside comes Captain D. The big favorite is 3rd and just a length and a half off the duo up front. It's a space of 3 more then. Back to Yes for Less, who's running along in the 4th spot. After that comes Mr. Who and Rebeldi. Those 2 share the back. So 2 groups of 3 now with a half mile left to go in their journey. Genghis between horses up to put a nose in front. Down toward the inside, Plato. Captain D just staying right out in the clear and creeping up on these leaders up front. It's another 2.5, then back to Yes for Less. Rebeldi down on the inside, and Mr. Who drops out last. 3/8 of a mile left to go, and up on the front end now. Here's Captain D coming up alongside of Genghis. They have put away Plato, who's now back to 3rd, being joined on the outside by Yes for Less. Rebeldi trying to get going from the back. Captain D takes over at the top of the stretch. Genghis left back in the wake in the 2nd spot. It's 2 or 3 more back to Yes for Less. Plato and down the outside Rebeldi, but a final furlong left to go, and Captain D trying to wave goodbye to this field. He comes to the 16th pole now, 5 or 6 ahead. Rebeldi's rolling down the outside. Looks like might get up into the 2nd spot, but first there is no doubt Captain D wins the juvenile turf by about 6 in the end. Rebeldi a clear-cut 2nd, 3rd, went to Genghis 4th. Looked like Yes for Less.
Number 7, Captain D, just too good for this group. Draws off to win it impressively for Don and Rebecca Ming, trained by Sappy Joseph Jr. and ridden by Edgard Zeiss. That favorite paid $3 even to win. The 4th race, 1 mile and 1/16. It's the Millions Classic Preview, $75,000 guaranteed, 3-year-olds and up. The off-time favorite, number 1, Red Crescent.
And the race is on in the Millions Classic Preview, and Red Crescent got left behind a little bit at the start there. High Riverside sprints right out to the front. Art G is back, and Richard the Great, those 2 away 2nd and 3rd, is now Red Crescent trying to recover, moving inside of Mr. Jordan as they go toward that first turn. And High Riverside from that outside draw, able to get all the way over toward the rail. Richard the Great from 2nd. Red Crescent continues to advance down toward the inside. Mr. Jordan had to tap on the brakes big time there in between horses. Art G is with him at the back. So the quintet just covered by 2.5 lengths as they make their way toward the back stretch, and High Riverside is the pacemaker. High Riverside onto the back stretch in front, 3/4 of a length to Richard the Great. RG is back, got a 3-deep trip there as Red Crescent stays toward the inside. Mr. Jordan, who's never tasted defeat here at Miami Gardens, is now back 5th and last. 5 furlongs left to go in the Millions Classic Preview, and up on the front end, High Riverside continues on. Richard the Great getting a little bit closer now from 2nd as RG is back up on the outside is 3rd. Mr. Jordan joins Red Crescent, those 2 at the back, and the 5 of them still just separated by 2 as they just went by the half-mile pole. It's High Riverside. On the outside, Richard the Great. Now moving up, Art G is back, 3 deep coming after these leaders up front. Red Crescent is now into the 4th spot, still just a length and 3/4 behind. Mr. Jordan is 5th, now 3 lengths off the lead as High Riverside up front. Art G is back, coming after him with a 3-wide sweep now. Richard the Great back to 3rd. Red Crescent comes up the inside to challenge for that 3rd spot. Mr. Jordan is still last, and Art G is back, has gone to the front. High Riverside now back in 2nd. Red Crescent sees daylight, swings into the 3 path. Mr. Jordan trying to get going down the far outside. A final furlong left to go. Here's Red Crescent right up alongside of Art G is back. These 2 come to the 16th pole. They're a length and a half ahead of down on the inside High Riverside. It's Red Crescent on the outside of Art G is back. Red Crescent forging to a narrow advantage. Art G is back, battles on toward the inside, but Red Crescent. Sammy Camacho, another win on the card, 1 at a length.
Number 1, Red Crescent closes as the favorite, gets up to score and pays $4 even, and that gives jockey Sammy Camacho his 2nd stakes victory on the card. Owned by Equine Authority Incorporated and trained by John Vincent. The 5th race, 7 1/2 furlongs on the turf. These are claimants, fillies, and mares, 3-year-olds and up. Scratch the 6, scratch the 11, scratch number 12. The off-time favorite, number 2, Much About It.
And the race is on. Good start for Dixie Princess, who heads right out to the front immediately. Reagan's Odyssey pushed for speed and toward the outside. Thanks, Mom, away in that third position. As in between horses, Venezuelan Forever. Much about it. The two favorites settled down fourth and fifth. Beach Dreaming is right to their outside in sixth, but from that outside gate got over to about the 2.5, 3 path. In behind that one comes Dervin, who's third last. After that comes Big Darling, and Madison Blues, after that slow beginning, is ninth in the trailer. So they make their way on to the back stretch, and up front, Reagan's Odyssey. Dixie Princess broke sharpest, but settles back in second, about 3 lengths behind Reagan's Odyssey. Up into the third spot is Venezuelan Forever. Another length then back to Much About It. So those two favorites still sticking together. They're now up to third and fourth. They're 2.5 lengths ahead of Thanks Mom. Beach Dreaming up on the outside of that one. They race in tandem. They're 2 clear of Dervin. After that comes Big Darling, and Madison Blue still trails. They head toward the fire turn. Reagan's Odyssey still in front, a length and 3/4 now. Dixie Princess getting a little closer from second. Much About It stays toward the hedge in the third spot as that one's rival, Venezuelan Forever, stays to the outside in fourth. Length and a half more back to Beach Dreaming, who's put a nose into that fifth position. Thanks Mom backing up a little bit, is now back to sixth. Dervin has to get going from seventh as they come to the top of the stretch. Reagan's Odyssey still the leader. Here's Dixie Princess coming after her up on the outside. Much About It just in behind them with Venezuelan Forever trying to get going as Beach storming down the crown of the track. A final furlong left to go, and there is a split there for Much About It. Much About It comes on through. Dixie Princess, here's Beach Dreaming right down the outside, but Much About It makes a break for it with 50 yards to go. Beach Dreaming up to second, but Much About It, Paco Lopez win at a length. Beach Dreaming second, third went to Reagan's Odyssey, fourth Dixie Princess.
Number 2, Much About It. The favorite scores gives jockey Paco Lopez his second win and trainer Safi Joseph his second victory on the card, owned by Frank Carl Calabrese, and a horse paid $4.80 to win. Sixth race, 6 furlongs. It's the Millions Sprint Preview. We're going to have 7 runners go to post. The off-time favorite, number 6, He Hate Me.
And the race is on in the Million Sprint Preview. Jackson, the rider, almost got unseated. Sammy Camacho, he's out of his irons, but did a great job just to stay on. Travie Boy going right out to the front. Shoshone Brave up from the outside, and Soldali down toward the rail. These 3 fastest past the 5/8 pole, length in front then. A front loaded, and outside of that one, Royal Squeeze, who travel in 5th and 6th. They're 2.5 lengths then ahead of He Hate Me. And Jackson, for all intents and purposes, out of the race. Has got to be 25 lengths behind the rest of the pack. So they head toward the fire turn, and Travie Boy makes the pace. Shoshone Brave right to that one's outside. On the far outside, Royal Squeeze going up with a move, takes over third as Soldali is fourth. Fully front loaded, had to tap on the brakes there as He Hate Me trying to wind up from 6th. And again, a long last to Jackson. Travie Boy going well up front now. Comes to the quarter pole, stretching that lead out to about 3 lengths. Soldali up the inside. Front loaded is back into the bit, trying to rally. Royal Squeeze, He Hate Me taking the overland route, is 5 wide as they come to the top of the stretch. Travie Boy is the leader. It's Travie Boy in front to the 8th pole. Trying to rally up into contention comes front loaded. Down along the inside, Soldali, He Hate Me stalled out just a little bit. Still has to make up 5. A final 16th to go. Travie Boy and Paco Lopez still in front. Front loaded coming up between horses. He Hate Me down the outside, but Travie Boy way out in the center of the track. Going to win it here by 2.5. Front loaded was second. Third went to He Hate Me. Fourth, Soldali.
Number 5, Travie Boy, upsets and pays $45.80 to win. You get Paco Lopez's third victory, and you get $45.80. Owned by Manuel Real, trained by Michael Ariata. We're taking a short break. When we come back, we'll have race number 7. Welcome back. The 7th race, 1 mile on the turf. It's the Juvenile Fillies turf, $75,000 guaranteed for 2-year-old Florida-bred fillies.
And the race is on in the Juvenile Fillies turf. Extravagant Rosie shows good early speed. Right there is Song River in the early going, and Song River going to take over onto the main track. Extravagant Rosie up into the 2nd spot. It's a little bit good. Settles back in 3rd. Lady Panda starts to move up on the outside in the black colors to joint 3rd now. It's a length and a half more back to American Giant, Philly Gene King. They race in tandem. They're 2 clear of Our Little Jewel, who sets up shop at the back with 6 furlongs left to go in their journey. And up on the front end, it's Song River and Christian Torres to lead it by 2. Extravagant Rosie under a good hold in that second spot. Lady Panda up on the outside, a little bit good. They travel in tandem, third and fourth. They're a length and a half clear. Then American Giant, who's back in the fifth spot. Then comes Philly Gene King, and Our Little Jewel still at the back, about 9 lengths front to back, as they have 4.5 furlongs left to go in this juvenile fillies turf. And up on the front end, Song River continues on. Song River going past the half-mile pole in front by a length. Extravagant Rosie second. Lady Panda now takes over third to herself as Little Bit Good starts to fold a little bit. American Giant and Our Little Jewel, the two live oak runners, they're moving in tandem, and Philly Gene King drops out last. 3/8 of a mile left to run, and up on the front end, it's been all Song River thus far. Song River goes into the fire turn, a length and a half to the good now, 2 lengths. Extravagant Rosie pushed along from second. Little Bit Good trying to get going. Up on the far outside, Lady Panda. American Giant between runners still has 4 lengths to find as Song River tries to slip away. Song River to the top of the stretch, clear by 3. American Giant looms up now as the main danger into the second spot. On trying to get going is Our Little Jewel from back in third. A final furlong left to go. Here's American Giant up on the outside of Song River. Our Little Jewel going to dive toward the inside. American Giant and Sammy Camacho go to the front. Our Little Jewel up the inside. It's down to the 2 live oak runners. It's actually down to 1. American Giant loves it on the grass, won it by 2. Our Little Jewel was second, third Song River fourth. A little bit good.
Number 2, American Giant scores. What a day for Sammy Camacho. The jockey gets his 3rd stakes victory of the day, trained by Mike Trombetta, who also trained the second place finisher, Our Little Jewel. American Giant paid $12 even, owned by Live Oak Plantation. And that all Trombetta exacta brought back $50.80 for $2. The 8th race, 6.5 furlongs, the Phillies Juvenile Sprint. 4 2-year-old fillies scratch the 4. It's enough.
And the race is on. Big affair from the outside away in good order. Here's Mochaccino coming through down toward the inside. And Mochaccino trying to go up for the lead, but also Miss Big Spring wants it. And Miss Big Spring going to go up to put a nose in front of Mochaccino. Those two a length and a half ahead then. Of down on the inside, Delta Hutch emerges up into third. Mandamus came away in the 4th spot, and that quartet gets away now by about 4 lengths. Into the 5th spot comes Let's Be Honest. Outside of that one comes Big Affair. It's another half length then back to CC Valentina. And Go Gator Girl Go is at the back with a half mile left to go in their journey. And up on the front end, Miss Big Spring and Paco Lopez to the fire turn a length in front. In between horses there is Mochaccino. Starting to move up on the far outside is Mandamus, and Mandamus under a good hold coming right up after Miss Big Spring as they go by the 3/8 pole. Mochaccino has now dropped 3 lengths behind them. Then we come back to Delta Hutch trying to get a rally on CC Valentina from the back. Mandamus cruises to the lead as they come outside the quarter pole. It's Mandamus coming past the quarter in front now by 2. Miss Big Spring back to second. CC Valentina has made up good ground as third, but is cast out very wide there as cutting the corner, and Mandamus is well in front. CC Valentina is moving well down the outside, and down along the rail, Go Gator Girl Go has made up significant ground to be third. A final 16th to go. Here's CC Valentina up on the outside of Mandamus. CC Valentina surges to the front. Mandamus back to second. A wide journey, but Marcos Meneses and CC Valentina to win it by 2. Second was Mandamus, third Go Gator Girl Go, and Miss Big Spring finished up in 4th.
Number 6, CC Valentina closes late to score and pays $9.20 to win, owned by Amalio Luis Lozano, trained by Angel Rodriguez, and ridden to victory by Marcos Meneses. The 9th race, 7.5 furlongs. This is the Millions Filly and Mare Turf Preview, $75,000 guaranteed. Jockey change on number 10. Make the rider Jose Batista.
And the race is on in the Filly and Mare Turf Preview. Picara wastes no time, goes right out to the front as Daddy's Boo and Una Luna down toward the inside show early speed. Weekend Mischief also part of the early gallop. Miss Deplorable, Daddy's Boo right there as the real scramble for the early lead ensues. Miss Deplorable and Daddy's Boo, those two now going on best. Picara, who broke sharply, settles back in third. Super Escapes to that one's outside in the 4th spot. Una Luna the Gray is down on the hedge in 5th. Weekend Mischief moves up outside of that one. A 3 deep trip here for Speed Star. Length and a half more back to Bienville Street, then a gap of 2 back to Admiral's Win. And at the back early on is Chilled Milk. So they start their run down the back stretch, and up on the front end, Miss Deplorable and Daddy's Boo. Those two trading punches early on. They're 2 lengths ahead of Super Escape, who moves up outside of Picara. They're together 3rd and 4th. Another gap of 2 finds Una Luna, who's down on the inside. Speedstar right to that one's outside. They're racing in pairs up front. It's another 2, then back to another pair. Bienville Street moving inside of Weekend Mischief. Chilled Milk is still at the back, along with Admiral's Win. Daddy's Boo takes over now into the fire turn and puts a neck in front. On the outside, here's Super Escape revving up 3 deep. Miss Deplorable right in between between those two is 3 across the track. That trio a length and a half ahead of Picara, who's into the 4th position. Down toward the inside, Una Luna going to have to wait for room, is just 2 lengths behind as they turn to the top of the stretch. Super Escape up on the outside goes to a narrow advantage. Picara sees daylight down along the inside. Daddy's Boo, Miss Deplorable still battling on. Una Luna has gotten off the hedge. Late run from Bienville Street. A final 16th to go. Picara, Super Escape, and down the outside here's Una Luna. Picara hits the front. Una Luna looms the main danger. Picara and Rajiv Mirage. Picara won at a length. Una Luna was second. Super Escape third, and Bienville Street finished fourth.
Number 5, Picara, the defending champ, upsets and pays $58.60 to win. Owned by P&G Stables LLC, trained by Jorge Delgado, and ridden to victory today by Rajiv Mirage. We'll take a break. When we come back for race number 10, we'll have the first half of the late Daily Double. Welcome back. Our 10th race of the afternoon, 6 1/2 furlongs. It's the Juvenile Sprint, $75,000 guaranteed. Scratch the 7, Henry's World.
And the race is on in the Juvenile Sprint. Good start for As Seen on TV, who goes out to the early lead. Smash Factor down toward the inside, also showing pace. And right up alongside of them is Zero Spent as they come out of the chute and onto the main track. As Seen on TV, Smash Factor. Those two, 1-2, right to their outside comes Zero Spent, who's racing along in third. Poe is in between horses in the 4th spot. Sun Squall down on the inside 5th. The top 5 only separated by 2.5. After that comes Gangle. It's another length then back to Coffee Bean. And a long, long last is Mo's Had Enough, who spots these leaders about 13 with a half mile left to go. So they take their run toward the fire turn. Smash Factor, As Seen on TV, stalks nicely from that 2nd spot. Another length then, back to Poe, who's up into the 3rd position. Zero Spent pushed along from that 4th spot is 3 deep. Then comes Sun Squall, trying to get a move on from the back is Gangly and Coffee Time as they wind around the fire turn. As Seen on TV, turning up the pressure now on Smash Factor. Smash Factor still ahead in front. As Seen on TV, creeping in to the outside, and these two face up to the top of the stretch pretty much as one. Here's As Seen on TV, who goes to the front. Smash Factor battles on toward the inside. They're 3.5 clear of Poe, who takes up the chase from 3rd. Gangly is 4th. A final 16th to go. As Seen on TV, Smash Factor not giving in down along the inside, but As Seen on TV is a length in front. Smash Factor 2nd. As Seen on TV ships down from the Jersey Shore to win it. As Seen on TV won at a length and a half. Smash Factor was 2nd. 3rd went to Poe, and 4th Gangly.
Number 5, As Seen on TV. It's Paco's world, and we're just living in it. Paco Lopez gets his 4th win today as the 6-5 favorite wins for Screen Door Stables LLC, trained by Kelly Breen. The 11th and final race, 5 furlongs on the turf, and allowance optional claimer. These are state-bred 3-year-olds and upwards. Scratch the number 5 horse near Rhombus.
And the race is on. Go Gone from the outside, got away in good order. Here's Glory Roll coming up between horses, and Harry's on the loose. Part of the early mix as well. Down along the inside, then comes Cantharos' Image, who's out in 4th. I'm Cardinal moves past that one with Wonder In. Up from the outside, Amelia's Wild Ride. Tail of Cantharos has one beat at this point, and that's Cryogenic, who's a distant last as they head toward the fire turn. Up on the front end, it's Glory Roll, Go Gone. Those two into the fire turn. They're a length and a half ahead of I'm Cardinal. Wonder In, the favorite, sits in a good spot in 4th, just 2.5 or 3 off that duo up front. Harry's on the loose, trying to get going with Amelia's Wild Ride. It's 3 more, then back to Cantharos' Image, Tail of Cantharos, and Cryogenic is last. Up on the outside, Go Gone now goes to the front. It's Go Gone into the stretch in front by a length and a half. Taking up the chase is I'm Cardinal. Wonder In, trying to rally up down the outside. Harry's on the loose, is coming through down toward the inside. A final 16th to go. Here's I'm Cardinal. Harry on the loose down toward the inside. Amelia's Wild Ride, and Cantharos' Image flying. Maybe best of all, Cantharos' Image, and Harry's on the loose. Cantharos' Image to win it. Harry's on the loose was second. Third went to Amelia's Wild Ride, and fourth, I'm Cardinal.
Number 1, Cantharos' Image rallies between horses to win the nightcap for owner Steve Caceres and Hibiscus Stables, trained by Steve Caceres and ridden to victory today by Jairo Rendon. And that wraps up Saturday's card. We're back here on Sunday. Now, Sunday we have 9 races, and our first race post will be 12:50 p.m. So make sure you mark that down. That is Sunday at Gulfstream Park West. Good night and good luck.
Hit the hay. Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.